international monetary system is basically an institutional arrangement that governs exchange rates. The demand and supply of currency is influenced by their respective countries' relative inflation rates and interest rate. When the foreign exchange market determines the relative value of currency, we say that the country is adhering to a floating exchange rate regime. For the world's major trading currency is the US dollars, the European Union's euros, the Japanese yen, and the British pound. They are all free to float against each other, which means their exchange rates are determined by market forces and fluctuate against each other day to day or even minute by minute. There are other countries that are still operating with a fixed exchange rate. This is where the value of a set of currency are fixed against each other at some mutual agreement on exchange rate. Here we have the three pieces of Australian $50 bills, which is 150 in Australia, but with the exchange rate it's 144 in the US. Here we are buying 4,800 Mexican peso, which will cost us $400 in US. Before paper currency, there was gold. The gold standard was pegging currency to gold and guaranteeing convertibility. By 1880, Great Britain, Germany, Japan, and the US had adopted this gold standard. By using gold, it was easy to determine. The great strength of the gold standard was that it contained a powerful mechanism for achieving balance of trade equilibrium by all countries. However, it worked well from the 18th century until 1914. People started losing confidence in the system, and by 1939, the gold standard was dead. Then later, in 1944, representatives from 44 countries met at Bretton Woods, New Hampshire to design a new international monetary system that would facilitate post-war economic growth. Under this new agreement, a fixed exchange rate system was established along with two institutions known as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. The Bretton Woods worked well until the late 1960s. It collapsed when huge increases in welfare programs and the Vietnam War were financed by increasing the money supply and causing significant inflation. Between fixed rates or floating rates, there isn't a real agreement to which system is actually better. A fixed exchange rate regime based on the lines of Bretton Woods system will still not work, but a different kind of fixed exchange rate system might be more enduring and might foster the kind of stability that would facilitate more rapid growth in an international trade and investment. Thanks for listening. I hope you learn more about the international monetary system.